Hi guys, School here. Did you ever make model aircraft as a kid? I did. I made Airfix model aircraft. Well, in this game, you can kind of make your own model aircraft and boats and cars, and you can make them remote controlled. So I've just made this thing. I've just slapped 2 engines on it, and we're going to give it a little flight here. So I'm going to click on that, look up towards the skies because I haven't put any undercarriage on it yet. Start the engines. Aim up a bit, throttle up, and throw it. And then flicks the camera and try. Oh, he flies. Look at that. Way! It actually flies. Oh my god. Although it doesn't want to nose up very much. It's pretty good though. I put a battery in it and I put 2 motors on it. Oh my god, it doesn't want to climb. Yeah, I think the weight is a bit wrong. But yeah, I put a motor in it on each side and a big battery. I think the battery might be a bit too big. And basically, you can fly these things around. It flies pretty well, actually. Oh, look at that. It's like a Dakota or something. It's a lot cheaper than actually building model aircraft and crashing them. Speaking of crashing them... Oh, gee! Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Oh, that's the building. That's not good. Okay, yeah. So, anyway, you can build your own planes in this, and you can crash them. I'm going to take this back into the workshop, because I think we need to rebalance this. This isn't quite right. Alright, so here we are in the little workshop here. Now, if you've ever played a game called Kerbal Space Program, the kind of UI and design elements will be very familiar to you, and then that's no accident. This game was developed by, or is being developed by Philippe Falang. He's the guy who was the creator and former lead developer on Kerbal Space Program, and you can see a lot of that stuff going on in here. And what he's done is taken that kind of real physics and allowed you to just sandbox and do whatever you like. So I've got this plane, and there's a few things we can do. So first of all, I can go to like an internal view, which is there. You see this big battery, and you see our motors there. There's the connections, so it has these connections from the power like that. Now, I suspect the weight and balance is off in this thing. So if I go to that view, and then I put in the center of mass, which is here, and then the center of thrust, which is obviously here, which is a little bit below the center of mass. So in theory, I could lift the motors up, and it would balance the power. Otherwise, it's trying to pull the plane up. But I suspect the balance is off, and we can use this thing here called the aerostability. And if I hover over that, it tells us a bit more about it. It basically says that the blue areas indicate the plane will naturally pull itself straight again, and the amber ones are where you'll encounter a force pushing the nose into larger deviations. So I think what's going on here, I need to flatten out these little curves. There's the blue line. That's kind of the dashed blue line. So I think what we can do is click this, click the battery, and maybe we can move it like back a bit and see if we can... There you go. We can change the envelope a little bit. That's better. So that's the ideal sweet spot line if we're trying to make, if I click the cog here, something that's balanced. We can go for maneuverable, stable, and balanced. This is balanced. I reckon we save that. That should fly a lot better. Let's give it a whirl. I should probably put some wheels on this thing as well, shouldn't I? Okay, let's start her up. And throw. And then down. Oh, that's a lot better. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Now that pitches up and rolls a lot better now. I can actually do stuff with it. Speaking of which, should we try and land it? Let's try and land it. No. Okay, that was a rapid unscheduled disassembly, as we like to call it. And there's the pieces. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's put some wheels on it and see if we can actually land it. You know what? Why land on ground? Let's land on water. Let's make this thing amphibious. In fact, we could do both. Let's try and make it amphibious and land on ground. This is going to get crazy. Let's try. So I think what we want to strut here or something. If we stick it, I reckon, about here, something like the outer wing or something. And then we'll basically extend it. Let's put a strut on it. So we'll go from like here to here. Yeah, I'll do. Aviation pontoon. There we go. So we'll stick that on the end of that. I have no idea how big this needs to be. How far can it go that far? Yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty good clearance. Yeah, I like that. So maybe if we stick some basic wheels down here. So we've got landing gear, vertical strut, center wheel. So can we put one of them in the front maybe? We'll have another one like that. In order to get these level, when it stops moving the ground, I know I'm in line with the bottom one, right? Okay. So now, in theory, we can land on water and on the ground. With our brilliant wheels. Let's give it a whirl. Okay, well, it's sitting nicely on the ground. Let's get the remote up here. Come on, my beauty. Let's go. Let's see if we can take off. 40 knots. Oh, no, it's 40, not knots. 40 kilometers per hour. Turn. Any more runway? 50. Can we take off? I'm pulling back on the stick. Not a lot's happening. Not a lot is happening. Come on. Come on. Go, dude. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, first of all, I think the pontoons need to be bigger. And secondly, I don't feel like I've got enough power for the amount of weight we've got here. It wouldn't even get off the end of the runway, which means I've got absolutely no chance of getting off the water. But it's kind of cool. Right, let's take you back in the workshop. All right, clearly what we need is a bigger motor. What have we got? We've got the electric motor. They are that one. So that's a 252 watt motor. What if we stuck? What's that one? That's a big boy. 460. Oh, yeah. We could either swap them out, but I'm thinking let's go tri-motor on this. Let's take that off. The reason it does that is because that's an adaptive panel. So that adapts to the front and back shape. So whenever you put that like that, you see how it adapts. It's kind of cool, actually. Right, let's get that big motor. Yeah, we'll do that. And then if we basically slide it back, and then we'll put propeller, and we've got these here, the 3-blade. We'll stick that on there. And can we stick that on the end? Oh, hang on, that'll go like that. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. Get rid of this. That looks pretty tasty. I don't think it's going to be a lot more powerful. Let's make this... Oh, my God. Let's make it that big? Yeah, it looks good. Let's maybe move it down a bit. All right. What's the weight and balance like, though? Probably needs to be a bit more like that, maybe. There you go. So that's going to adjust the flight dynamics. That looks pretty good. Only thing is, when we're in the water, we won't have any way of steering. Unless we pick up enough speed and turn that. We could perhaps try and put in a little rudder on the back. But let's just give it a go. Save it. Let's see if it'll take off. Engines, throttle. Yep, we've got 3 good engines. No steering on the wheels, but maybe when we pick up enough airspeed, it'll actually move with the rudder. Or maybe it won't. Full throttle. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, you can do it, you can do it. We're up. Woohoo! Look at this. Oh my God, we've got some power. Oh, that's insane. Look at that. We can climb at like 95. That's brilliant. Do you know what? Should we go for a water landing? Right, steady now. Steady, steady, steady. Whoa. There's this like whole bay area you can fly around. It's pretty wicked. Let's come in nice and steady. Vertical speed is the... Look at that. And it floats. It's a bit bobbly towards the back. No, I reckon that's pretty good, actually. Question is, can I take off? 40 knots. No, we're maxing out. 44, 40. We're not. It's not enough. I'm pulling back on the stick. 50. Almost 50 knots. Maybe we'll get a lift off this bit here. I need more power. We can't overcome the drag of the water, but... Wait. No. 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 We didn't get a jump. Yeah, nothing to see here. Don't worry about this broken plane. Yeah. Sorry, sir. Sorry if I upset you. So I was looking around for the propulsion side of it, thinking we need more oomph. I found these in utility, look. A Smog-O-Magic. A smoke generator. I reckon we can put one of these in here. I reckon we should put one on the back and get some smoke going. Perfect. Look at that. Oh, it's painted as well. And if we put it on channel 3, that means I can activate it on channel 3 on the remote control. And then, if we want propulsion, you've played KSP, you know rockets are a thing, right? So, the Dox E6, that'll do. What if we put them there? That's nice and safe, isn't it? We'll put them on channel 1, that's fine. I wouldn't mind another set of those, though. So we've got a pair on the outside as well, on a different channel maybe. Right, we'll put these on channel 2. That's completely messed with the weight and balance of the aircraft, so we're going to have to fix that. Let's see if we can do it with the battery. There we go. Okay, I think it's time for another test ride. Throttle up, I reckon we can take off. Even with the extra rocket weight, I think we've got enough thrust here. Top left, it shows the battery. Got plenty of battery power. And rotate. Can we rotate at 100? We can. Oh, it's a lovely takeoff. Look at that. Can't quite go vertical, but you know, it's not bad for a seaplane. Right, let's come back for a landing and see if we can land and take off out the water. Easy. I haven't got any flaps, annoyingly. Flaps would be great. Oh, that's not good. Okay, that's... Yeah. So the weight's a bit forward, isn't it? Right, so if we slide them forward, then we might have to slide the battery back a bit, and then maybe that'll work. It's all trial and error. Plane seems to need like about 80, 90 knots before it'll even get going, like 100 knots, and then it doesn't want to rotate when it's on the tarmac. It's weird. Could be a balance problem. I'm going to stay away from the sea because it gets a bit choppy out there. Right, let's try and land it again. Oh, beautiful! Look at that! Like a glove. That's beautifully balanced. I think we need slightly bigger pontoons and push him back just a touch. Otherwise, that was a pretty good test. Okay, let's make the length of it bigger, like that. But we can actually make it wider instead, couldn't we? Of course, the thing is, I assume if you make them wider, you get more friction, right? More contact points with the water, so maybe you do want to keep them thinner. Right, landing test. What's the landing test like? Okay, that's not bad. When it comes to a stop, what's it going to do? That seems to level out very nicely indeed. Now, the question is, can we take off again with the aid of our new rockets? Okay, so we'll throttle up, get to our maximum speed, and then activate booster 1. Booster 1 activated. Oh, that's activated 3 of 4. You scumbag. There must be a channel wrong. That's not supposed to happen. It's supposed to activate 2 of them. However, as you can see, it is actually working quite well. Wait, so what was on channel 2 then? Oh, there's channel 2, right. I only did 1 of them for some reason. Amazing. Well, look at that, we're up in the fluffies. Amazing. Well, let's fix that and give it one more go. And that was all that was left of it. Right, I fixed that rocket. That was shown on channel 1, not 2, so that's all done. I think we should have guns. Did I mention this game has guns? It has multiplayer and guns. So let's stick one of these on here. In fact, we'll stick 2 on there. So we'll start 1 on each wing, slightly away from the propeller, maybe like here or something. 1 on each side. That looks beautiful when it's painted in, doesn't it? Right, the only thing we need now is some ammo. So what we can do is we can use maybe... It's got 120 capacity, paintball MG thin. And then if we can basically put that in that, and hopefully that's connected. Yes, it is. So the ammo's connected to that. Let's have another one. Just so I wouldn't want to run out, would you? I wouldn't want to run out, yeah. They can connect to each other like that. So that will feed into that. And the flight envelope, which is now moved because obviously there's more guns facing forward. It is bringing the curve in, but notice the curve stays out quite a lot, which means these here are definitely having an effect. We can probably move the pontoon back slightly. Touch, there we go. Okay, I think we've got ourselves a fully working rocket-powered firing beast. Let's try it out. Right, you don't have to take off on the runway. You can pick up your plane, throttle up, and then just press A and just throw it, which is often a nicer and quicker way of taking off anyway. Right, let's throttle back slightly. Okay, now admittedly this is not the most maneuverable thing in the world. This is a seaplane after all. But if you press the right the right bumper, you'll see you can light the place up in paintballs. And if you actually aim it at pedestrians, he says without crashing, if you can aim it at pedestrians, they will in fact cover their heads and duck. Try it now. There you go. They're sort of running for cover. Oh my god! And there goes the wing. Oh, actually, that's a lot lighter now. Can I throttle up the rockets? Let's get some speed. Yeah, that's... I like that little modification. It makes me more of a fighter plane. I can turn the wings a lot easier now. Nice little upgrade. So yeah. But really, what this is about is you're meant to go up against other players and stuff. So let's take a look at that now with some workshop aircraft. Oh, before I show you the whole kind of combat thing, I just wanted to show you some scenarios. So obviously you've got your sandbox mode where you can do whatever you like, and then you've just got a whole bunch of scenarios. One of which I want to show you is this one, the glider golf. We'll pick a glider that I've made, glider number 3, I think it is. So basically with this, you're playing golf and you have a glider. And instead of taking a swing and taking a shot, you actually have to try and throw your glider as far as you can. You are allowed to use booster rockets, but you can only use them once, you see, so that's where you've got to get clever about it. This is the map, by the way. It's quite a big map. But what we can do is teleport around. We'll go to Twin Bay, which is where the golf course is. So what I've done is I've built a glider and I've put 4 rockets on it, one on each channel. But it says there the hole is 690 meters away. So if I basically aim maximum throw, aim it up, throw it up, and the better glider you've made, the more it will glide. But if you've also added a booster rocket like that, then you can get some altitude. Oh, that's not enough, is it? So, yeah, as you can see, that one's now expired, but we can get a good gliding range out of this. Maybe with another booster, we could get a bit further. But there's 6 holes, and you've only got 4 channels, so you can only really put 4 boosters on. You can see the gliding range on this thing. It's actually pretty good. I didn't build this, by the way. I took it and modified it, but I'm already close to the hole, so I might think to myself, okay, I'll just use that 1 booster on this, and then I'll throw it to the hole as best I can. Stay off the ground as long as you can, because the moment you sort of come to rest, that's it. Look for the hole, which is over there. Throw it up like 45 degrees, maybe. Yeah, it's not going to make it. So what we'll do is we'll have a cheeky boost on number 2. Get some more altitude. I can put longer running boosters on there. I put I think a 5-second boost on there, but you can get longer boosters. But now you've really got to sort of aim it, and get it into the hole. I reckon I can do this if I don't completely mess it up. Just got to land it in that hole there, and down. Oh, go on, get in. Oh, he's just bounced out. You scumbag. So yeah, anyway, that's the golf. It's quite fun, but it's one of the scenarios. Let's take a look at the shooting. So this is the scenario. Basically, pick a plane, either something that you've designed or something at the workshop or one of the built-in ones. I've decided to cheat completely and go with an F-15 that's come out of the Steam Workshop. The idea is that you'll get never-ending waves fired against you. This is a fast plane, by the way, in case you didn't know. They are nowhere near as quick as this plane, so I am rampantly cheating. Top left, you've got sort of fuel and ammo and that kind of thing. You will get resupplied in between each wave, but let's see if we can come in for a kill. Oh, it's a bit juddery. Okay. It is very difficult, though. It's like trying to thread a needle shooting a plane down in this. I think he's just crashed into the ground, which is a legit tactic, by the way. If you can get them to fly into things, that's much better than wasting ammo. Let's get some altitude. And dive. Ooh, fuel tank shot off. Gun mag shot off. Control surface shot off. I think that's good night. Now, obviously, this is never going to be as good as just flying against your friends, because bots have a distinct advantage. Although they are stupid, they have an advantage of, oh, that's not good, being able to see you wherever you are and turn, etc. But, you know, I'm balancing things slightly by flying a slightly more powerful plane. He's entered a flat spin. Talk to me, Goose. Oh, I thought I would have had some contact then. Never mind. Now, you can, if you want to, fly first person. I won't do this for very long because it'll probably make some of you feel a bit sick because it does tend to bounce around a lot. But, you know, in theory, it's easy to shoot in first person, but the problem is the kind of plane does a lot of bouncing around like this. It's not as easy as you might think. And it's also very hard to get situational awareness when you're doing that, but it is a thing. If you want to fly first person, you just need to have a cockpit inside of your aircraft. Uh-oh! Okay, anyway, that's dogfighting. It's fun, but it is very difficult against AI. So yeah, you don't have to just fly planes. You can also make RC cars and stuff as well. So if I just bring up the controls for this. There you go. Basically drive around in silly monster trucks with crazy wheels if you want to. Put it on that view. It's kind of tricky to control, this one, but you can go first person and then you can just floor it. Yeah, you can basically build those little RC cars that you always wanted as a child, right? Woo! And then, way, jump into the water. Wow, it floats on those massive tires. That's amazing. Speaking of water, you don't have to go speeding around. You can basically grab yourself something crazy like this. If I can just throw it a little bit in that direction. There you go. This is a sailing vessel, in quotes, so it doesn't go very quick. It goes quite slowly, in fact. I think it has a little motor underneath. Yeah, it does. It's a very slow electric motor, and the whole point of it is to just chill out and sail across the water. How very serene. Well, the point is about this game is you can kind of build whatever you want. You've got motors, you've got rockets, you've got propellers, you've got rudders, you've got your wing surfaces, you've got everything you need. You can make buoyant aircraft, land aircraft, flying aircraft, and then just remote control them for the lols, and then you've got guns as well. In summary then, I think this game has flown under the radar for a lot of people. I think it's not very well known, and I think it's a really fun little sandbox game that you can play either by yourself or with your friends. This is something I found on the Steam Workshop. It's some kind of spy hunter thing. It's a great little game, guys. If you love KSP, obviously this is not space setting, but if you like that kind of building stuff and attaching things together, sharing stuff in the workshop, this is very much of the same ilk, but it is very much geared towards remote control stuff, which I believe is Felipe's one of Felipe's passions when he was a child, was just making remote control models and things and enjoying himself. Like I say, it doesn't take itself too seriously. You can share your creations with people online, and you can, you know, download what they've done and play with them. The mechanics of it are fairly easy to learn, especially if you played KSP before. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me some comments about if you'd like to see me create anything in this game, or if you'd like me to help you to understand how to play this game, etc. Whatever content you think I should make on this game, please let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, guys, and hopefully you'll enjoy this game. Take care. Happy creating.